welcome you all to this grand celebration of Dhanvantri Jayanti, which is being celebrated all across India as Lord Dhanvantri is considered as the god, ancient science of life, healing, and the sustenance of the ultimate goals. So we welcome you all in this celebration of life itself, because Ayurveda is a way of life. So our honorable ministers have arrived and they are moving ahead for this hall. We request each and everyone, all the dignitaries who are present here, all the scholars, to please take their seat. We request the hall members to please settle. This is our own celebration, our own festival, and we have to make it a grand success. आयुर्वेद दिवस के इस पावन अवसर पर जो हम सब धन्वंतरी जयंती के रूप में हमेशा से मनाते आ रहे हैं, हम सब आपका हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन करते हैं और आप सभी से विनम्र अनुरोध करते हैं कि आप सभी सभा में अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। माननीय मंत्री महोदय लाउंज में पधार चुके हैं एवं वो किसी भी समय हमारे समक्ष उपस्थित होंगे, तो उनका स्वागत करने के लिए आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि हम तैयार रहें। आयुर्वेद के इस समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन है एवं अनुरोध है कि आप सभा में स्थान ग्रहण करें।
एंकरिंग वहाँ से होगी, मैं मैडम से बोले वो वहाँ हमें कम्युनिकेट करना यहाँ पर
नहीं आ रही यहाँ से। हाँ। सभी से निवेदन है कि कृपया अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। ऑनरेबल कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स एंड मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट आर गोइंग टू अराइव शॉर्टली। All those who are waiting in the gallery, please be seated. We all have gathered here for celebration of 7th Ayurveda Day, celebrated on the eve of Dhanvantri Jayanti.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जोरदार तालियों से सम्माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी का स्वागत किया जाए। नमस्कार। Honorable Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji. Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Arjun Munda ji. Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Sushri Meenakshi Lekhi ji. Minister of State for Ayush and Minister of State for Women and Child Development, Dr. Shri Munjupara Mahendra Bhai Kalu Bhai ji. Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji. Secretary, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Anil Kumar Jha ji. Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Shri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji. Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja M. Nesri ji. Dignitaries from the globe and all over India, the different ministries, embassies, National Council for Indian System of Medicine, research councils and institutions, academic institutes, hospitals, industry, organizations, MOU partners, faculties, staff, scholars, media partners, and all the stakeholders, including the people who have joined with us in this celebration of 7th Ayurveda Day through Har Din, Har Ghar Ayurveda campaign launched by Ministry of Ayush with the support of other 23 ministries. On behalf of the Ministry of Ayush and All India Institute of Ayurveda, I extend a warm and hearty welcome. It is a matter of immense honor and pride to be a part of this august gathering and conglomeration on the auspicious occasion of Dhanvantri Jayanti being celebrated as Ayurveda Day. On this pious occasion, we seek the blessings of Almighty for each and every one of us with health, happiness, and longevity. For this, may I request the dignitaries to please light the lamp and invoke the blessings of Lord Dhanvantri. I request Dr. Karthik for Dhanvantri Stavan and Guru Vandana.
शङ्खं चक्रं जलौका दधतमृतखडं चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्म स्वच्छानुहृद्यान्शुकपरिविलसन् मौनिमम्भोजनेत्रम् कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गम् कटितटविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यम् वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तं निखिलगदवनप्रौढिदावाग्निलीलम् अनन्तसंसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्यसाम्राज्यदपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम्।
Thank you, dignitaries. We convoy this occasion for the welcome of our revered dignitaries, for which I request Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri ji, to please present the chief guest of today's function, Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Arjun Munda ji, with a green wealth nurtured in the garden of AIIA. The plant Tulsi has immense medicinal benefits along with its cultural and spiritual importance. With this plant, we wish for health and longevity. We request Madam to please welcome Honorable Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji. We request Madam to welcome Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Sushri Meenakshi Lekhi ji. We request Madam to welcome Minister of State for Ayush and Minister of State for Women and Child Development, Dr. Shri Munjapara Mahendra Bhai Kalu Bhai ji. We request for the welcome of Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji. We request ma'am for the welcome of Secretary, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Anil Kumar Jha ji. We request ma'am for the welcome of Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Shri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji. And we request Dean, Student Welfare and Alumni Cell, Professor Manjusha Rajgopal, for the welcome of Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri, Madam. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Honorable Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri ji, for the welcome address.
Namaskar. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. At the outset, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. Honorable Minister of Tribal Affairs, Sri Arjun Munda ji. Honorable Minister of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarvananda Sonowal ji. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji. Honorable Minister of State of Ayush and Women and Child Development, Dr. Munjapara Mahendra Bhai ji. Secretary Ministry of Ayush Government of India, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji. Secretary Tribal Affairs, Minister of Health from Manipur, Chairman of the TriFed, all the celebrities who have joined for this 7th Ayurveda Day, from the sports department, the athlete, the sports person, Chairman NCISM Vaidyajevan Dev Pujari ji, Pro Vice Chancellor Meeta Kotecha ji, ambassadors, union secretaries from various ministries and various states and the various countries, directors, vice chancellor, directors of National Institute, Ministry of Ayush, principals, and I can see the students' strength from various institutions who have come across India. All the colleges from Mahasammelan, NGOs, and various NGOs, with the ministries, all the guests from 26 ministries of Government of India, my dear friends, and my committed family of All India Institute of Ayurveda, who is a nodal agency. At the outset, I take this opportunity to wish you a very happy and healthy Dhanvantari Jayanti, a festival celebrated in this tradition as Ayurveda Day. Considering health is wealth, what we pray now is Amrut Kalasha Hastaya, Sarva Bhaya Vinashaya, Sarva Rog Nivaranaya. Every year, Ayurveda Day is celebrated on this day, considering health as a well, and we pray for health and happiness to Lord Dhanvantari, as what we did now. This year, when we are celebrating Bharat, India at 2047, considering importance of building healthy and happy nation, adopting Ayurveda, not only one day, but everyone and everywhere is of immense importance. And that's why ministry, the whole government approach has envisioned this theme today as Har Din, Har Ghar Ayurveda, which is being celebrated by everyone, everywhere, not in nation, but across the world. I really welcome everyone who has joined online from various institutions. It is being live telecasted in the nation and across the globe also. On this occasion of 7th Ayurveda Day, activities were organized worldwide with whole government approach, where 26 ministries of Government of India has cooperated to promote theme Ayurveda every day, Ayurveda everyone, with the three basic modes, Jan Sandesh, Jan Bhagidari, and Jan Andolan. We are really happy to have this Jan Sandesh. We launched a website, Ayurveda, www.ayurvedaday.in, which disseminated the information of Ayurveda across the world. It has Ayurveda Navratna posters, e-kits, download material, SOPs on how to upload activities on website. We carried out sensitization program to various stakeholders from academic research, hospital practitioners, and public to actively involve in making the mass movement successful. And I'm really happy that today more than 15 million, 1 crore 60 lakhs people have actively supported and participated campaign launched only 72 hours ago. And that was, what was that campaign? Jan Andolan, I support Ayurveda, making this Jan Andolan in its true sense. As a Jan Bhagidari, we are really happy. Across the globe and across the nation, more than 5,000 events have been celebrated. And not only a Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Home Affairs, including CPOs and CAPs, they have also participated in more than 10 lakhs. We have Ministry of Tribal Affairs, TriFeds. They have conducted the programs and which has reached more than 35 lakhs, and it is each ministry in lakhs number they have supported, they have participated at Jan Bhagidari. We had weekly 6 themes based on Ayurveda, mental health, holistic health, Ahar, millennials, senior citizens, and sharing the experience. From Nukkad Natak to medical camps, daily countdown and coordination with various government agencies, we were able to reach to the theme Har Din, Har Ghar Ayurveda to every household of India. Extended cooperation of Indian missions spread all over the world, ensuring participation of the people in these countries and overwhelming support to Ayurveda have raised the faith in us to work even more better. Like yoga has spread across the world in 200 countries, Ayurveda and Ayur Yoga, I'm sure, will spread across the nation for helping the humanity for healthy and happy life. The steps taken by government to mainstream Ayurveda under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji is worth praising, and we owe our sincere gratitude to them. Our dynamic Honorable Minister Sri Sarvananda Sonowal ji and Honorable Minister Mahendra Bhai Munjapara ji, as well as dedicated efforts of Ministry of Ayush led from front by our Secretary Vaidya Rajesh Koteja ji and all the secretaries of various ministries, including Ministry of Tribal Affairs, has made this possible. I would also like to thank all ministries who have extended such a wonderful gesture by cooperating with us. Wishing you all a very happy Dhanteras. Let our life be filled with good health and prosperity through Ayurveda. Jai Ayurveda. Happy Deepavali to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing the gist of activities organized on the national and international level under the celebration of Ayurveda Day. Consequent to the soft launch of 7th Ayurveda Day on September 12th by the Honorable Union Cabinet Minister Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji and State Minister Dr. Shri Munjapara Mahendra Bhai Kalubhai ji, in the presence of dignitaries from the globe, All India Institute of Ayurveda also organized several activities under the provided themes. We now present a short report on the activities organized by AIIA in the above series, to present which I invite Dr. Pramod Yadav.
Thank you, Dr. Shalini. We can see that the theme was celebrated on the occasion of Ayurveda Day. So All India Institute of Ayurveda was the nodal agency, and I request to kindly play the activities that have been taken place all around the globe, not only in India. The soft launching took place on 12th of September 2022 in the august presence of Honorable Minister of Ayush. We had the theme Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. We can see that at present, within 72 hours, we were able to reach 1.66 crore of Indian citizens. Different competitions were organized, Navratna posters on 7 different languages, Nukkad Natak, nearly 800 have been reported, nearly 3,000 school camps have been organized, nearly 500 awareness program for Anganwadi workers, 4,392 awareness talks have been delivered across India, Ayush Ahar Utsav, nearly 900, plantation drives, more than 15 states, approximately 1,600 health camps, yoga camps, where we have reported around 1.63 million beneficiaries. The celebration was also undertaken across various countries, right from the African continent. We have participation from the European continent, Africa, South America, Middle East. We have all these messages across the Twitter, which highlights the importance and how people are coming together to celebrate this event. From the Netherlands, from Belgium, from France, from Azerbaijan, from different MOU partners across globe, they have wholeheartedly supported this great cause for humanity. And more than 22 ministries we started with, but today on board we have 26 ministries which are celebrating this Ayurveda Day on Jan Bhagidari, Jan Andolan and Jan Swasthya. Holistic health, senior citizen, Ayurveda for millennials, where the different themes which have been celebrated. We have also the support of different organizations under Ministry of Ayush, various medical colleges who had organized Nukkad Natak, health camps, and propagated the message of Ayurveda. The scientificity of the Ayurveda has been propagated across National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, ITRA, Jamnagar. We have also overwhelming participation from the National Institute of Folklore Medicine, Pasighat. We also saw release of various informative booklets. MOUs were signed during this program. Various cultural events were organized. We had also created a countdown, these creatives towards the Ayurveda Day. And as we can see that Ayurveda proposes a paradigm shift from illness to wellness to happiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, we have the launch of a teaser on inspiration and experiences shared by Ayush fraternity under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, with their vision for Ayush sector. We request for the play of teaser and its launch.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो गौरव किया है वह मात्र आयुर्वेद का ही नहीं, आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से, योग के माध्यम से सनातन संस्कृति को गौरव दिया है और आयुष मंत्रालय बनाया। आयुष मंत्रालय बनाने के साथ साथ जब भी कोई अवसर आया, चाहे कोविड के समय, अपने अलग प्रबोधनों में, संबोधनों में, जब भी वो राष्ट्र के नाम आह्वान करते हैं, उसमें योग को, आयुर्वेद को और अपने सनातन जो जीवन शैली है, उस सात्विक आध्यात्मिक भारतीय जीवन पद्धति को जो गौरव देते हैं और खुद मोदी जी योगमय, आयुर्मय, वेदमय जीवन जीते हैं। ऐसा किसी प्रधानमंत्री ने योग को, आयुर्वेद को, सनातन संस्कृति को गौरव नहीं दिया। वोकल को लोकल और लोकल को ग्लोबल बनाने की प्रक्रिया में आयुर्वेद के लिए जो एक वैश्विक स्वीकृति का कार्य श्रद्धेय मोदी जी ने किया है, WHO को भी जामनगर में लेकर के आए हैं और वैश्विक मंचों पर श्रद्धेय प्रधानमंत्री जी योग आयुर्वेद को गौरव देते हैं।
2014 में पहली बार प्रधानमंत्री जी आए। 9 नवंबर को आयुष मंत्रालय, सेपरेट मंत्रालय, तो ये एक्चुअली इट इज़ वेरी रेयर तो वर्ल्ड में कहीं भी सेपरेट मिनिस्ट्री टिल दैट टाइम ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन के लिए आदमी श्रीलंका में होता, लेकिन ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन के लिए यूनियन लेवल पर फेडरल मिनिस्ट्री पहली बार बनी। एक बहुत बड़ा जो लग रहा है फ्यूचरिस्टिक था, WHO का ग्लोबल सेंटर ऑफ ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन भारत में। तो वो कैसे आया कि WHO डीजी ने ऐसे पासिंग रेफरेंस के रूप में WHO टीम को कहा कि भारत यदि चाहे तो कुछ चीज़ें दे सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको कल्टीवेट करना, यहाँ तक लाना, इट्स लॉट ऑफ कमिटमेंट। मैं 10 साल में 1000 करोड़ रुपये का कमिटमेंट, लेकिन ये भारत में लाना बहुत बड़ी घटना है। फिर माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा,
उन्होंने आयुर्वेद योर लाइफस्टाइल, द वे ऑफ लिविंग हेल्दी एंड हैप्पी लाइफ, और सुबह से योगासन से करते हुए, एक्सरसाइज से लेके मेडिसिनल प्लांट को ही कैसे आप अपनी चिकित्सा में इस्तेमाल करें, एजुकेशन ऑफ आयुर्वेद कैसे ट्रेडिशन सपोर्टेड विद टेक्नोलॉजी, जो उन्होंने एक ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद को बनाने की विजन कही थी, कैसे अपने शास्त्र पे भी आप विश्वास रखे गई थी। आई थिंक दैट हैज़ चेंज दैट हैज़ मेड द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इन ईच एंड एवरीवन्स लाइफ।
Thank you very much for the teaser. As showcased in the video of Ayurveda Day celebrations, this year incorporated an all-inclusive approach, including themes from Ayurveda for holistic health, diet, mental well-being, experience sharing, and Ayurveda from millennials to senior citizens. And it's a very fulfilled moment to share the message of a celebrated Indian sports celebrity, Padma Shri Mr. Neeraj Chopra, the reigning Olympic champion, World Championship silver medalist, and the Diamond League champion in javelin throw. He is the first Asian athlete to win an Olympic gold medal in men's javelin throw. We have his video message for us.
सभी को नमस्ते, मैं नीरज चोपड़ा। मैं आप सभी को ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि हमारी लाइफ में हेल्थ और फिटनेस का कितना महत्व है। मैं आप सभी से गुजारिश करता हूँ कि दिन में अपने शरीर को 1 से 1.5 घंटा जरूर दें। खासकर मैं यंग जनरेशन को बोलना चाहूँगा कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बाहर जाएं, खेलें, एक्टिव रहें, क्योंकि आप खेलोगे, शरीर का ध्यान रखोगे, डाइट में भी और फिटनेस में भी, तो तो आप किसी भी काम में हैं, आप एक्टिव रहोगे, आप चाहे कोई भी आपका फील्ड है उसमें आप एक्टिव रहोगे और अपना काम अच्छे से कर पाओगे। और हमारा पुराना जो आयुर्वेदा ट्रेडिशन है वो भी हमको काफ़ी हेल्प करता है फिट रहने में और हेल्दी रहने में। तो मैं बस यही बोलना चाहूँगा, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा।
His message symbolizes the recognition of Ayurveda amongst the millennials. We thank him for his support and acceptance of Ayurveda. Moving ahead, we are blessed and delighted to share the message of our former President, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind ji. Sir has served the country in various capacities prior to his presidency as the 26th Governor of Bihar, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, and as a lawyer in both High Courts and the Supreme Court. AIIA is both honored and humbled to have had the opportunity to extend our services. We have the message from our former President, Shri Ram Nath
एवं अखिल
Kovind
भारतीय
sir.
आयुर्वेद संस्थान द्वारा आयोजित आयुर्वेद दिवस के अवसर पर प्रमुख रूप से उपस्थित केंद्रीय मंत्री श्री अर्जुन मुंडा जी, श्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री श्रीमती मीनाक्षी लेखी जी और डॉक्टर महेंद्र मुंजपारा जी, आयुष मंत्रालय तथा अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान के सभी पदाधिकारीगण, देवियों और सज्जनों, नमस्कार। आप सभी को आयुर्वेद दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं।
We thank Sir for supporting Ayurveda and helping in the propagation of Ayurveda through his message. We are also honored to have a youth icon, Commonwealth Gold Medalist 2022, World Junior Champion and Arjun Awardee, the famous Indian wrestler, Mr. Deepak Punya ji amongst us. We invite him on the stage. And we request our Honorable Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Arjun Munda ji, and Ministry of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, to please welcome and felicitate the World Junior Champion, Mr. Deepak Punya ji. The journey of Mr. Deepak Punya symbolizes persistence and strength, moving from the akhadas of a village in Haryana to the international podiums. By presenting a Kamdhenu, a symbol of prosperity, we wish him good health, happiness, and success. Thank you, Mr. Deepak Punya ji, for joining us and for extending our support to Ayurveda. We request Mr. Deepak Punya to please say a few words.
कोई नहीं आप लिख दो एक बार मैं फिर सभी को नमस्कार। हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेद। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Punya. He has again shown that actions speak louder than words. He is always working continuously for the success and for the growth of the nation. Moving ahead, we request the Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, for his address.
Pranams to all and happy Dhanvantri Day, happy Ayurveda Day. Shubh Deepavali in advance. The chief guest of today's function, the Ayurveda Day celebration, Shri Arjun Munda ji, Honorable Minister of Tribal Affairs, the president of today's function, our beloved Minister, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Honorable Minister Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Government of India, Shri Dr. Mahendra Bhai Munjpara, Honorable Minister of State for Ayush and Women's and Child Development, Honorable Health Minister of Manipur, who is also participating in this function. Thanks, sir, for coming in our function. Secretary Tribal Affairs, Sri Anilji Jha, and other secretaries of Government of India who is participating in this function. Special Secretary Sri Pathak ji. I also would like to welcome and acknowledge the presence of Dr. Kim, who is the heading the traditional medicine unit in Siro in WHO. He is also here, and His Excellencies coming from different countries, the ambassadors who is also participating in this function. I compliment them for sparing their time, and namaskar to you all. Chairman of National Commission of Indian Medicine, Chairman of National Commission of Homeopathy, Presidents of different boards of the commissions, leadership of Ayush Research Councils, National Institutes, senior officers of Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Ministry of Ayush, advisors, DGs, directors, all faculties, all students, dear brothers and sisters, media, आप सबको नमस्कार. Today's function is very significant because this is the 7th Ayurveda Day, and at this much scale, this is first time happening. I must compliment the team that they have started this micro website ayurvedaday.in just few days back. And look at the participation. It shows a real example of Janabhagidari, the people's participation, that in just few days, around 5,000 events they have been able to organize, and today there will be another 10,000 added. And more than 56 lakh, 5.6 million people, they have participated, and more than 1.7 crore, that is 70 million people have shown their willingness by visiting this website to support this activity in just 72 hours. It's not a small thing. And today, the Ayurveda Day 2022 is trending in Twitter in first 10. So that is the kind of participation. It's not just social media, but real participation, because the reaching out to all community has happened, like going to the school, organizing medical camps, and sensitizing the people by video competitions, by a specific message about the millennials, about the aging population, about how Ayurveda can help you, a kitchen pharmacy, or how you can help yourself to stay healthy. Actually, you may be thinking that, these gala, grand celebrations, what is the purpose of these types of celebrations? Actually, there is a specific motive, positive motive. I would say positive messaging is a serious effort of dissemination of a positive message for behavior change of the population. And this is happening not only in our country, but entire world is witnessing a lot of different activities about Ayurveda Day. The purpose is that if we can be sensitized about the strength of Ayurveda in individual's life, we can help them to have promotive health, to have promotion of health, and they stay healthy. And if we don't require the doctor's assistance, if we stay healthy, there is no bigger gift to the self. So that is what is visualized, and I am so happy that in this 7th Ayurveda Day, we have been able to achieve it, to make it a people's movement and Jana Bhagidari, and that is the best outcome of this Ayurveda Day. I will not talk much about the lot of different activities and achievement of Ministry of Ayush, but I would like to mention that since last 7 years plus after 2014, the attention, the importance given to the Ministry of Ayush is phenomenal. And that is all because of the hand-holding, the support, and whatever is required is to be done by our Honorable Prime Minister and Government of India. I also want to acknowledge and thank our ministers, our Cabinet Minister, Sri Sonowal ji, and our State Minister, Sri Dr. Munjpara ji, that as a team from Ministry of Ayush, we never have any issue of saying no. Whatever we bring to them, we always say yes. We always receive yes from them. And that kind of handholding, sir, with the support, with the mentoring, with the guidance, we were able to achieve a lot of things in last few years. In April, there were two big events that I would like to mention, and then I will finish my talk. One is the Global Center of WHO Traditional Medicine at Jamnagar, and in April, our Honorable Prime Minister, along with Honorable Prime Minister of Mauritius and DGWHO, personally went to Jamnagar and had this groundbreaking ceremony of WHO Global Center. I would like to mention that as on today, the team of WHO is in Jamnagar. The interim office has already been started. The identified land is now under the preparation of constructing the main center. We are in the talk with WHO, and we are committed that as mandate, as per the decision taken during the highest offices meeting, we will be finishing the WHO Global Center by 2024, the first half of 2024. We commit to ourselves, we will do it. And next is the Global Innovation and Investment Summit at Gandhinagar, where it was the biggest event ever in the area of Ayush, and we got a commitment of 10,000 crores rupees of investment in this sector, and participation was ensured from across the globe. Also in this event, Honorable Prime Minister came, and he has announced several initiatives for the ministry. First, he has mentioned that we will establish Ayush parks, we will create startup and entrepreneurship, incubation, etc., the ecosystem in Ayush. He has also mentioned that we will establish the quality benchmark of Ayush mark, and also he has mentioned that we will facilitate the people who want to come to our country for medical travel to have a separate category of Ayush visa. I would like to mention that all of his announcements are being followed up. Now we are at this stage where we are having a large consultation to the sector and to the civil society, and we will come up very soon with all these implementation of the announcement of Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you so much. Once more, Ayurveda Day's greetings, Shubh Deepavali, and have a very healthy and happy life in coming years. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing the journey and growth of Ayurveda in the recent years and its acceptance across the globe. We now invite Honorable Minister of State for Ayush and Minister of State for Women and Child Development, Dr. Shri Munjpara Mahendra Bhai Kalu Bhai ji, to please address the august gathering.
Honorable Minister of Tribal Affairs, Sri Arjun Munda ji, Honorable Minister of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of State, Minister of External Affairs and Culture, Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji, Honorable Secretary Ayush, Sri Vaidya Rajesh Koteja ji, Director All India Institute of Ayurveda, Mrs. Tanuja Nesri ji, Special Secretary Ayush Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, Secretary Ministry of Tribal Affairs Anil Kumar Jha ji, ambassadors from various countries and all dignitaries. First of all, to Namaskar and good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be with you on the auspicious occasion of 7th Ayurveda Day. I extend my good wishes for blissful Dhanteras and Deepavali to all of you. The erstwhile Department of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy was given the status of Ministry of Ayush in October 2014 in line with growing recognition of the immense potential of this system of medicine to resolve some of the significant public health challenges of the country. The ministry is responsible for policy formulation and implementation of programs for development and propagation of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Suaripa and homeopathy system of healthcare. It gives me immense pleasure to say that Ministry of Ayush has taken various significant initiatives to develop, promote and accelerate the Ayush system in the country. To promote traditional system of healthcare, establishment of 4 satellite institutes of existing national institutes have been taken up in different parts of the country like National Institute of Unani Medicine, Ghaziabad, National Institute of Ayurveda, Panchkula, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Goa, and National Institute of Homeopathy, New Delhi. The National Institute of Suaripa has been established in UT of Leh. The mandate and name of Northeastern Institute of Folk Medicine has been changed as Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Folk Medicine Research. The National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur has been conferred the status of deemed to be university. The Institute of Teaching and Research, Jamnagar, has been given the status of Institute of National Importance by an Act of Parliament. The WHO recognized Global Center for Traditional Medicine is being established in Jamnagar, Gujarat. A groundbreaking ceremony for WHO GCTM was organized at Jamnagar on 19th April 2022. Presently, Ayurveda is recognized as system of traditional medicine in more than 30 countries around the world and its acceptance is fast increasing. Ayush and herbal products medicine are exported to more than 100 countries. To boost the export of Ayush products and service globally, the Ayush Export Promotion Council has been set up. As per Research and Information System for Developing Country report, current turnover of Indian Ayush industry is $18.1 billion and the market size of Indian Ayush industry as a whole has grown by 17% during year 2014 to year 2020.
Some other major initiatives are onboarding of Ministry of Ayush in the Ayushman Bharat scheme for establishing stand-alone 12,500 Ayush dispensary across the country, establishment of National Commission for Homeopathy and National Commission of Indian System of Medicine, launching of e-Aushadhi and Namaste portal, Yoga Locator app, Bhuvan app, launching of Champion Sector scheme for establishing 155 tertiary care Ayush hospital in private sector, skilling of 1 lakh people under skill development, etc. Ministry of Ayush has actively taken several initiatives during pandemic of COVID-19 in terms of prevention and management for strengthening India's fight against the pandemic. I have said this development on this occasion with you to convey that under the able leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji, stewardship and untiring effort of Shri Sarvanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of Ayush, we are leaving no stone unturned to promote and strengthen our traditional system of health care to ensure that people living even in far-flung area could get benefited and we could achieve the goal of health and wellness for all, and also cherish the vision of Honorable Modi ji for new and fit India. Jai Ayurveda, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing the strength and acceptance of Ayurveda internationally through products, research, and healthcare, as well as nationally. And now it is time for declaring the results and felicitation of the winners of short video competitions launched by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, with attractive cash prizes to the first 3 winners of each of the 5 themes. An overwhelming response with more than 1,500 entries were received from all over India. All the videos were thematically presented, and it was a very tough time for the esteemed jury members from all over India to choose the winners. Yet, they accomplished this Herculean task, and here we are to announce the first country prize winners of each category, which includes a cash prize of 75,000 rupees and a trophy. Moving swiftly, we come to the first theme, Ayurveda in My Day. The winner of this theme is a team of Dr. Pankaj Vishwakarma from Garhinglaj, Maharashtra. We invite him on the stage on the behalf of his team and request the honorable dignitaries to please come forward and present him with the demo check and the winner's trophy. His video showcases the effects of Ayurveda lifestyle to a disorganized one very thematically and beautifully. Many congratulations to Dr. Pankaj Vishwakarma and his team members for their marvelous efforts. We have a video play presented by their team in the background. We are just playing his video. His video depicts how a stressful life full of junk food and an unorganized lifestyle can lead to diseases, and how a disciplined life with incorporation of Ayurveda practices and principles will lead to health and success. Many congratulations to the team of Dr. Pankaj Vishwakarma for this wonderful efforts. Next, we have the category of Ayurveda in my kitchen, and the winner is Mr. Ashwin Gautam, a BAMS third year student with his team from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. We invite Mr. Ashwin Gautam on stage to receive the prize through the hands of our ministers and dignitaries. Their video displays superbly several Ayurveda concepts related to the kitchen, starting from utensils, the most commonly available drugs of Ayurveda in our kitchen, that is the spices, and their usage as a home remedy for common ailments in day-to-day life. We request for the play of the video in the background.
We cook food in utensils made of mud and clay. Alternatively, we use iron utensils and stainless steel. These utensils are non-reactive to the food that we make and retain the nutritional constituents of the food. We use utensils made of copper to store water, as it naturally purifies the water inside. In our kitchen, we also use tools made of stones like mortar and pestle. Reason why mortar and pestle are effective because of their bashing and splashing motion that are very effective in releasing and extraction of flavors. Pieces that are present in our kitchen provide an effective solution for many day-to-day disorders and diseases. For example, black pepper and ginger can be used to treat severe cough and cold. They also help in reducing inflammation and pain and are good for digestion. Due to the anti-inflammatory properties of thymol and other essential oils, ajwain can help to reduce pain associated with toothaches. Jeera is a very good source of potassium and iron, which helps in building up your immune system. Both of them, when combined, can boost up your metabolism. The spices present in our kitchen help to combat many diseases that we face in day-to-day life. Spices give taste to our food and also spice up our immune system. Many of them have antiviral, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Turmeric, and especially its most active compound curcumin, have many scientifically proven health benefits such as the potential to improve heart health and prevent against Alzheimer's and cancer. Research indicates that CLA found in ghee may help reduce excessive weight gain, whereas cooking in sesame oil is full of antioxidants. They help to fight free radicals in your body, which may help reduce risk of developing chronic disorders. When meals are cooked in this, they provide a plethora of health benefits. We always talk about kitchen with fresh seasonal fruits and vegetables. Seasonal fruits and vegetables helps in combating diseases that we might encounter in that particular season.
So hearty congratulations to the team for the marvelous effort. The first prize in the theme Ayurveda in my garden goes to the team of Dr. Richa Deshpande from Pune, Maharashtra. We request Dr. Richa to please come on the stage, and we request for the display of her video, the team video. This video has been very beautifully linked to the Ayurveda usage in principles and in practice through the commonly available plants in the garden. And the video also links to science, moral aesthetics, and yoga. Congratulations, Dr. Richa Deshpande and the team.
Ayurveda in my garden. Ayurveda is a part of the Vedic wisdom. It speaks about the connection between universe and the self. In the book Biology of Belief, Bruce H. Lipton states that our environment has an impact on us which defines the expression of our genes. Where else can we look for this connection with the nature other than our garden? The one which stays with us generation after generation, influences us, nurtures us, nourishes us, loves us, maintains an equilibrium of health and Ayurveda is a science of life. Life that begins from the soil, gets strongly rooted there and remains the pillar of our very existence. The herbs have their own intelligence. Before using any herbs from my garden, it has been a tradition to first thank the plant for its sacrifice and only then make use of it. My garden has taught me to keep grounded all the times, to be compassionate, to appreciate even the smallest creatures and its importance in maintaining the ecosystem. The tulsi leaves are excellent when chewed empty stomach. Along with it, adulsa, haldi, vacha, gandakari, lemongrass are excellent herbs which can be used as first line of treatment during cough and cold attacks. Thus, the herbs in our garden offer efficient and potent results compared to dried herbs. Eating hand-picked fresh petal leaf along with lime, fennel and garden-made gulkanda take care of your digestion, iron and calcium. Hair oils made with the fresh garden herbs take care of all my hair problems. Hibiscus, brahmi, curry leaves, kachora and bringraj are few of them. Small wounds and ulcers are cured with drumstick, jati and wakeli. People from our neighbors are fond of these remedies. Keeping it organic and bugs friendly has added benefits. The marigold and mango leaves used for festivals are recycled and used as herbal pesticide as well as act as manure. In my garden, I enjoy practicing yoga and meditation. Amidst the beautiful flowers and enchanting fragrance, the nature provides you ample oxygen. Where else are we going to find tranquility and the feeling of oneness with the 5 basic elements? My grandmother, decades ago, had sown the seeds of many of these plants which are swirling joyfully today. This gives me an immense sense of gratefulness of her foresight and at the same time invokes a deep sense of responsibility of extending this culture to my future generations. Ayurveda in my garden.
Hearty congratulations to the team and Dr. Richa Deshpande. Moving forward to the theme Ayurveda in my farm, the winner is Mr. G.S. Unnikrishnan Nair from Mattatur Labour Welfare Society from Trichur, Kerala. We invite Mr. Unnikrishnan on dais and request the dignitaries to do the honor. This video showcases the efforts of the society, Mattatur Labour Welfare Society, in procuring the medicinal plants from over 2 lakh farmers who cultivate medicinal plants in 300 acres, based on a buyback agreement on fixed prices. The model is a success in itself and can be implemented at other places too.
ഒരുപാട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കുന്നതാണ്. നാട്, മിഷ്യനാട്, അതുപോലെ ബ്രഷ് കട്ടർ വെട്ടല്, വരമ്പ് വയ്ക്കല്, അതുപോലെ കളപ്പറക്കല്, കൃഷി സംബന്ധമായ എല്ലാ തൊഴിലും എല്ലാം ഞങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ബാങ്ക് സിസ്റ്റത്തിലാണ് ശമ്പളം കിട്ടുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ എല്ലാവരും ഇൻഷുറൻസും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. മാസം ഒരു 10,000 രൂപ എന്തായാലും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വരുമാനമുണ്ട്.
This society started the successful Aushadhavanam medicinal forest program during 2013. Now the society procures Ayurvedic plants from.
Thank you very much, Mr. G.S. Unnikrishnan ji, and we wish more success and such models across India. Moving to the theme of Ayurveda in my food and diet, we have the one more winner dignitaries. We request you. Ms. Riddhi Garg from Ghaziabad, Noida. She has just passed 12th and is the youngest prize winner in the category. Her video displays the concept of personalized diet in Ayurveda. tailored according to Prakriti, Shadrasas, Ritu, Desh, Agni, Mansik Bhav while cooking and eating, Upavas, Pranayam, spices, Vari, that is Jal, Viruddhahar, Am, very crisply and in a very simplified manner.
ये कमाल की बात है ना, हम सबको हर चीज पर्सनलाइज चाहिए, पर्सनलाइज गिफ्ट, हैम्पर और यहाँ तक कि पर्सनलाइज कॉफी। पर जब बात आहार पर यानी डाइट पर आती है तो हम सब भेड़ चाल की तरह वही प्लान डाइट को फॉलो करने लग जाते हैं। लेकिन आज मैं आपको अपनी पर्सनलाइज डाइट से इंट्रोड्यूस कराऊंगी जो 100% आयुर्वेद के नियमों पर आधारित है। एक सेकंड, आयुर्वेद सुनकर आपको भी ऐसा लगा कि मैं टेस्ट में।
Thank you very much, respected dignitaries, for the honors, and we congratulate all the winners for their laudable efforts and wish them all the success and health. And it is the time for which all AIINs are waiting eagerly. That is the name of the best outgoing scholar for the batch 2019 and 2022. For this, I invite on stage our Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri, Madam.
Namaskar. I request all the dignitaries to do the honor, and on behalf of all the faculty, scholars, All India Institute is the one institute which represents the entire country, but I know that there is a talent scholar hidden in entire nation and all 400 institutions. The one representation, we are really thankful to Ministry and Honorable Secretary for allowing us to do this honor. There are many benchmarks, not only extracurricular, academic, research, extracurricular, overall benchmarks were set through the committee. We have an honor. All competitors, all our scholars are the best. But the one better than the best is none another, the who sung Dhanvantari Vandana, the who composed the music for the dance, who is the All India Institute entrance exam topper, and now also he has developed the instruments, committed clinical practices, so we congratulate Dr. Karthik from Kerala.
Dr. Karthik is from the Department of Kamar Bhriti in Ayurveda. He has done very well all around, as we heard today, in music, dance, sports, academics, and very nice presentations. He has also been an award winner for paper presentations. So we all congratulate Dr. Karthik for this success and ahead. We now announce the runner-up in the best.
The runner-up in the best, there is always male versus female. So we have Dr. Aishwarya Jodekar, who is from Department of Basic Principle, one of the best academician, best researcher, best organizer, and also best administrator, and overall the best human being, and a meritorious scholar. Please come on the dais, Dr. Aishwarya, representing women's strength, Nari Shakti, not only in All India Institute, but across the nation. So we congratulate Dr. Aishwarya.
Thank you, dignitaries, for doing the honors. I once again take this opportunity to welcome you all in the Ayurveda Day mega event organized by Ministry of Ayush on the occasion of Dhanvantri Jayanti. Friends, we are fortunate to have amongst us the gracious presence, the guest of honor, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji. I request Madam for your blessings on this occasion.
Thank you very much. Our Honorable Arjun Munda ji, we will be shortly joined by our Minister of Ayush, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, my colleague and friend, Mahindra Bhai, Dr. Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, our friend here, Tanuja ji, Pramod ji, Anil ji, all my friends, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I feel it's an honor and privilege when I discuss all that is good in my country. And all that is good in my country, especially when we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of India's independence. The science and technology which world has today has huge imprints of Indian science. It's unfortunate that we never blew our own trumpet. We kept sharing knowledge and science across, but it's time that we start putting ourselves forward, not for gloating over the achievements, but to continue to maintain the scientific temperament which our ancestors possessed. And in this regard, I can say a science of Ayurveda, which is nothing less than 5,000 plus year old, or maybe more actually, 10,000, 8,000, we don't know. That science is being celebrated in modern India, and this is only the 7th Ayurveda day. So this is a travesty to the science itself, because a science which we all live with, we need to propagate in a modern fashion, because while it's being practiced in our kitchens and in our homes, we do not give it enough recognition. And I must say that Prime Minister Modi ji was one person who brought this forward. And not because when he became the Prime Minister, he started doing this. No, no, no. Many, many years ago, his faith in yoga and Ayurveda is something we all know of. And he's never shied away from talking about it. And talking about it because of his own belief and because of his own practices that he engages in, that he has this particular faith, and thus giving recognition to science was important. We all know what happened during COVID. We know how world suffered. We know that the traditional medicine is medicine. It is science. It is observation of millions of years by our sages and rishis, and it's no voodoo, which it has been made out to be by some pharmaceutical lobbies. So under these circumstances, it was very important that COVID brought us back to the roots, and those roots need to be recognized and celebrated. In our value system, we repeatedly say that there is not a leaf which does not have a cure. The user has to know how to use that leaf. So the plants and the trees which are all around us, available naturally, we need to gain that knowledge how and where the best way to utilize it. UN talks about sustainable development goals, so on and so forth. But when you look at sustainability, can pharma industry, which can have polluting impacts and so on and so forth, polluting our own bodies also because there are so many side effects, be the reason alone to deal with day-to-day problems? Answer is, as one of the videos said, that first way of dealing with simple things like cures for cough, cold, fever, day-to-day problems, because whenever your immunity is low, we all end up getting the viruses and bacteria which are all around us. They are also living beings. They also find a host, so they start hosting on the host. And thus, to prevent those kinds of problems which are easily manageable through home remedies, it could be garlic, it could be ginger, it could be honey, it could be cumin, it could be a change in the lifestyle, it could be food that we eat. Those can be managed by home remedies, and thus Ayurveda in my kitchen, I would say my grandmother, my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, and her great-great-great-grandmother, we've all been practicing this. We've all been practicing the science in the kitchen, and Indian kitchens are nothing but science labs. But unfortunately, this science lab was reduced to cuisine. This science lab was only a food, a tasty food, nothing beyond. Whereas this was a science lab which worked on that, okay, you've got loose stomach, eat khichdi with less oil and have curd with it, which actually gives bacillus in your stomach to deal with the problem you have in your tummy. But you know, when a Nobel scholar talks about autophagy and talks about intermittent fasting, that becomes a fad. Whereas in our system, that is something which has happened through the centuries, and it's very much part of your own existence. When this particular science, I must talk about the science, it was basically, when we talk about Vedic period, and we have 4 Vedas, I think everybody knows about it. So Rig Veda is the oldest Ved, and Rig Veda itself talks about 3 cosmic systems. And those 3 cosmic systems are 3 energy forms, and any imbalance in them can lead to psychosomatic and psychophysiological problems. And those 3 systems could be Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So this comes from the 3 cosmic energies, and thus most religions, most civilization recognize Trinity in some form or the other. May call it by different names, but Trinity concept exists, and that comes from the cosmic energy system. You talk about Samved. I learned recently, some people in the Western universities are today talking about music therapy for people who are really sick, mentally stressed, and serious patients of cancer and so on and so forth. Music therapy is being talked about today, but Samved talks about it a few thousand years ago. Yajurved talks about herbs, talks about rituals, also talks about organs and tissues, which we call dhatus. And imagine, this is something which we started doing in modern times now, and we give recognition to various people now on, but this is something which has been discussed a few thousand years ago. The main science, the Dhanvantri Day today, comes from Atharved. And Atharved talks about herbs, their uses, 114 diseases and their cures, and in turn it has 3 Upaveds, and those 3 Upaveds discuss various kinds of problems, including Sushrut Samhita, Charak Samhita, and Ashtang Hridayam. Now, Sushrut, if I may say, he was one sage, and which of course we related to religion, but I also take credit that our religion was scientific, because whole lot of religious aspect and whole lot of knowledge got lost due to many reasons. I will not dwell on to that. The fact is, our knowledge system got lost. And as part of that knowledge system which got lost, we ended up practicing without knowing and without discussing. Every house, if I may say, possesses a tulsi plant. Every mother knows that in the morning you put the tulsi leaf in your mouth but under the tongue and not chew it with your teeth. We all do it, and we call it, it's a sin to chew the leaf. But the science of it is that it has high fluoride content which can harm the teeth, but it has very many antioxidant properties which will help you. So the best way to consume tulsi leaf is without chewing it, put it under the tongue. Now, science may be discovering it today, but our families, our women, our households have known it through and through. So this was science. So we are celebrating science today. We are recognizing which was always there. We're doing nothing new. We are recognizing the knowledge system which this country has given to the world. And why I say to the world, because two names which is, I can't find the name. Yeah. So two names of two translators. I must put this on record. So Indian science, the Vedic knowledge, the knowledge about Ayurveda, the system of wellness, went to the Arab world. And it got translated by two people, Avicenna and Raji Semipiona. Now these were the people who were practicing, like we call it Ved, they were practicing the same medicine by translation into Arabic. So the Sanskrit knowledge got translated into Arabic, and through Arabic it reached the Middle East, and from there it reached to the Western part, and Western society started using it only as late as 1600s. Paracelsus was the one who started practicing the knowledge which came through this route, and it was brought back to us in many other forms. So science which has been practiced in this country for a few thousand years ago traveled many routes, and it gets to be used because we never patented it. We never followed the regime as recognized. We thought knowledge is for sharing. Knowledge is for everyone. And when we say Vasudev Kutumbakam, the world is one big family, the knowledge of goodness and wellness is to be shared by all, because everybody's health is important. Everybody needs to feel good. That is India we are dealing with. These are, and thus I say that all that is good in my country needs to be celebrated. And this is one such thing, and Ayurveda Day, Dhanvantri Divas, is one day which celebrates the science of this country, and thus it has to be celebrated. The Upavedas also talk about several other Vedas. We have Gandharva Ved, we have Sthapatya Ved, we have had Dhanur Ved. Now each of these Upaveds will also talk about acupressure, Vastu, and music, sound, harmony, and how we can balance all the wrongs. We all know that when one is very depressed, we all know which song to play which will cheer us up. Each one of us knows. Each one of us knows when we are very agitated. The child, the baby is crying. Probably there is something in the tummy and cannot express itself. We know which chants are going to help that baby calm down. So the value of science, the value of music, the value of Nadaswaram, we all understand. We've been practicing without actually getting into the scientific details. I'm very happy that Government of India, through the Ministry of Ayush, our friend here, Mrs. Sarbanand Sonowalji, has chosen to celebrate this at this scale so that the value of science, which is our strength, gets to be practiced by all. And when I say Ayush, Ayush in today's science, in today's method, will be Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Yoga, and homeopathy. All these combined together will form Ayush. And Ayurveda by itself, Ayu is the age and Ved is the knowledge. So science of well-being, the science of increasing and living and life and enhancing your age is Ayurveda without much side effects. So I think we all need to work together, popularize it, work together, work for harmony and peace. And I must quote that we've started of course, we have AIMS, Ayurveda AIMS in Delhi, not part of my constituency, but definitely in Delhi. It's the city I belong to, and I'm happy that WHO has chosen to work with AIMS, because this knowledge of wellness and well-being is India's repository, which can benefit the world. The way Yoga Day is celebrated, I wish one day we celebrate the Ayurveda Day. And since we have Arjun Mundaji, how tribals use this science, how tribals protected the environment, how tribals continue to supply the medication which is needed from mountains to rivers to other places. I think it's a combination which has to be celebrated. At the end, I must quote the Prime Minister. Mr. Modi said that from the plants to your plate, from matters of physical strength to mental well-being, the impact and influence of Ayurveda and traditional medicine is immense. I think this concludes the day for me, because these words definitely describe what we are celebrating, what today's celebration is all about. It's a message to the humanity, it's a message to mankind that let us go back to our roots and celebrate all that is good in our systems, and Rishi Dhanvantri being one, God of wellness being one, and science and knowledge from Indian systems being the other, which has given so much to the world. I think it's time to blow the trumpet so that people do not dither away and do not start calling science as voodoo. For these things, for these words, thank you very, very much for having listening to me. May God bless us all with good health, wellness and happiness. A very, very happy Diwali to everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Definitely, we are overwhelmed by your deep insight of Ayurveda principles. With the support of 22 ministries and many more, definitely 2047 will not only be the Azadi Ka Amrit Kal, but also Ayurveda Ka Amrit Kal. As Madam rightly said, many years, काफी समय पहले समस्त विश्व जब रोगाक्रांत था, तो उस वक्त भगवान धन्वंतरी आयुर्वेद के अमृत स्वरूप अवतरित हुए. Similarly, we are facing a certain situation since past 3 years. We have been affected by COVID-19 pandemic, and during these turbulent years, many people steered their way across safely by following the principles of Ayurveda. गुरुची, अश्वगंधा are few of the medicines जिसे कि लोगों ने जन लोगों ने समझा है, अपनाया है और स्वास्थ्य लाभ किया है. इस कड़ी में आज हमारे बीच we are going to launch an Ashwagandha campaign and a booklet which is a series on the experiences based on evidences. And for giving a brief background, may I request CEO NMPB and Director All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Nisri ma'am, to kindly give a brief background.
Namaskar, dignitaries on the dais, Our team at National Medicinal Plant Board, including Deputy CEO and all the senior officers, it is our immense pleasure to announce that with the concerned efforts of National Medicinal Plant Board under Ministry of Ayush, we are ready to launch species-specific national campaign on Ashwagandha, a health promoter, with the objectives to create awareness about health benefits of Ashwagandha, that's Withania somnifera, among the public and promote usage of potential medicinal plants throughout the country. Ashwagandha, it is called as Indian ginseng, is an herb which known worldwide for its numerous beneficial health activities since ancient time. This medicinal plant provides benefits as immunomodulator, again improves the mental and physical strength, arthritis, general weakness, insomnia. The plant also have rejuvenating and growth promoting effects. During COVID-19 and as a prevention and prophylactic and post-COVID era, this ashwagandha is of immense use in the fatigue, weakness, and for improving the muscle strength. National Medicinal Plant Board has already been successfully implementing various medicinal plant species. In this series, we had launched Amla campaign, Moringa campaign during 2019, 10, 14, 15, and during very famous campaign that Amruta for Life on Giloy during 18, 19, and it was really very useful, a living nectar during COVID time, 20 plants for 2020, and now we are with Ashwagandha as a health promoter. We are really very happy, sir and madam, that this Ayurveda Day is being celebrated, as you mentioned, celebrating science behind Ayurveda. So the scientificity of Ayurveda, the Ashwagandha is the one which is widely screened across the world, and this is the first medicine which has been accepted by MHRA, UK regulation, and enter the NHS, and we are now conducting a clinical trial with London School of Hygiene and All India Institute of Ayurveda as a double-blind controlled clinical trial, translating the knowledge into the language which entire world understands. Yes, sir, we will, madam, we will do that, sure. And our research council, Central Council of Research in Ayurveda, it's the one with the multicentric trial, it is the vaccine adjuvant. Along with the vaccine, what's the role of Ashwagandha? That has also been studied widely with the same scientific rigor as the world wants. So we celebrate our life with Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha as health promoter, and we request all the ministers and the secretaries on the dais to join us and do the honor in launching the Ashwagandha campaign, and all the officers of National Medicinal Plant Board join in this launching. We congratulate Jitendra Vaishya, all the officers, Kavita, Chandra Sonowalji, Saurav, and all the committed officers in Sunil Datta for doing this Herculean task. Thank you. Congratulations.
I request Honorable Cabinet Minister to kindly digitally launch the Ashwagandha campaign. We are also requesting the officials from NMPB to kindly join. I request honorable dignitaries to kindly release the brochure and the booklet, Medicinal Plants for Health and Prosperity, Success Story Series 2. We also have the distribution of Ashwagandha saplings. So I also request to kindly accept this, sir. It contains seeds and saplings of Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha campaign includes the funding support for the developing the quality planting material, doing the research, conducting awareness program. For one institution, it would be not less than 18 lakhs. So I request and appeal everyone to join in this campaign. National Medicinal Plant Board will be happy to support financially, physically, and technically as well.
Certainly. The chief motto of 7th Ayurveda Day celebration was focus on scientificity of Ayurveda. And what a better tribute to this, we have been witnessing the release of the scientific and evidence-based booklet. Moving ahead, in continuation of same, and in line with accordance and theme of this year Ayurveda Day celebration, and to promote the evidence-based work on scientific grounds, we are going to witness the release of Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia of India, Part 1, Volume 10, and AFI Part 4 Veterinary. And I also request the team of Professor Meeta Kotecha, Professor P.K. Prajapati, Dr. GVR Joseph, and Dr. Kaustu Upadhyay to kindly join on the dais. This 10th volume of API Part 1 consists of 20 monographs. It is in continuation of the Volume 7, where 21 monographs on metal and mineral have been published. It is anticipated that the implementation of these quality standards on metals and minerals by Ayurvedic pharma industry will ensure the identity, purity, and strength of herbo-mineral drugs and improve the acceptance of these medicines and other such formulations amongst the general public. Further, we also know that scope of Ayurveda through Ayush healthcare system not only extends to human but also to animals and birds and plants. The Ayush system of medicine are touching new heights under the guidance of Ministry of Ayush, and we are keen to ensure that the veterinary science doesn't remain behind. Taking a lead from this, an ambitious initiative was undertaken to prepare the formulary for veterinary medicine. Publications of AFI Part 4 and its landmark inclusion into the first schedule of DNC Act has provided regulatory basis for licensing the manufacturing of veterinary Ayurveda drugs and paves the way forward for statutory framework for education and practice of veterinary Ayurveda. We are very much thankful to the dignitaries for launching this valuable volumes evidence-based work on the occasion of 7th Ayurveda Day. So Ministry of Ayush is also having great pleasure in presenting the 10th volume of Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia of India. I request to kindly display the volumes to have a wider approach and reach across the globe. Previous one, please. Hereby we are presenting the Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia of India, Part 1, Volume 10, and Ayurvedic Formulary of India, Part 4 for Veterinary Sciences. We are grateful to the dignitaries for doing this honor. Thank you, sir. We are also taking this opportunity for release of International Journal of Ayurveda Research, IJR, which is a quarterly peer-reviewed journal of Ayurveda by All India Institute of Ayurveda. IJAR was an earlier official publication of Ministry of Ayush, and it is a multidisciplinary journal that publishes original articles, review articles, case reports, case series, short communications on Ayurveda. I request Dr. Galib to come on the dais and request the ministry's dignitaries on the dais to kindly release the journal IJAR, that is the International Journal of Ayurveda Research. This initiation of IJR is expected to meet the thirst of the researchers for good journals, ultimately disseminating the potentialities of traditional system at a wider platform. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you, madam. Indeed, all these materials will go a long way in establishing the scientificity of evidence-based Ayurveda, and we are celebrating this event in a true sense. Thank you very much, dignitaries. Now, moving ahead, we are honored to have the presence of Honorable Minister of Tribal Affairs and Secretary Tribal Affairs, and we are going to witness the signing and exchange of MOU between Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And for this, I request Secretary, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Shri Anil Kumar Jha sir, to kindly give. Okay. This MOU is intended to explore the areas of collaboration, convergence, and synergy for tribal development while preserving the tribal cultural heritage through evidence-based planning, capacity building, and other enabling measures. This would also provide a platform for exchange of information between two ministries. Under this MOU, FPOs on medicinal plants in collaboration with TriFed will be set up. Poshan Vatika, Herbal Garden will also be established under this MOU. It will be facilitating TriFed in obtaining quality certification for tribal organic products, and studies based on region-specific food practices by CCRS and Ministry of Tribal Affairs. I request Honorable Secretaries to kindly exchange the MOUs in presence of Honorable Cabinet Ministers. Indeed, we are witnessing a landmark event. Friends, we are blessed with the presence of the chief guest for today's function, Shri Arjun Munda, Sir, Minister of Tribal Affairs, and I request Sir to kindly bless the august gathering.
आयुर्वेदा दिवस के पावन अवसर पर माननीय मंत्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, डॉक्टर मंजू पारा महेंद्र भाई, MOS आयुष, श्रीमती मीनाक्षी लेखी जी, MOS एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स एंड कल्चर, सेक्रेटरी आयुष वैद्य राजेश कोटेचा जी, सेक्रेटरी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स अनिल कुमार झा जी, डायरेक्टर ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेदा श्रीमती तनुजा नशारी जी, स्पेशल सेक्रेटरी आयुष प्रोफेसर प्रमोद कुमार पाठक जी और इस सभागार में उपस्थित आप सभी विद्वतजन, आयुष एवं ट्राइबल अफेयर्स के पदाधिकारीगण, शोधकर्ता और अतिथिगण, देवी एवं सज्जनों, मैं सबसे पहले आप सबको धन्वंतरि दिवस, धनतेरस, दीपावली के पावन अवसर पर बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं और बधाई देता हूं। आपके जीवन में सुख समृद्धि, सुख शांति, सौहार्द और अपार खुशियां लेकर आए। और मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है कि यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी के नेतृत्व में एक अलग मंत्रालय के रूप में इस कार्य को आगे बढ़ाने के दृष्टि से आयुष मंत्रालय को गठित करते हुए आज धन्वंतरि दिवस के रूप में, आयुर्वेद दिवस के रूप में 7वीं वर्षगांठ मना रहे हैं। आयुर्वेद हमारी प्राचीन संपदा है जिसके बारे में बहुत विस्तृत ढंग से माननीय मंत्री मीनाक्षी लेखी जी ने कहा। मैं नहीं समझता हूं कि उसे और ज़्यादा एलोबरेट करने की आवश्यकता है। ये एक ऐसी संपदा जो हमारे पूर्वजों ने प्राकृतिक विद्वता के दृष्टि से हमें दिया है, जिसका वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण हम अपनाने में खासकर आज़ादी के बाद लंबे कालखंड तक विफल रहे। इस दृष्टि से कि जितने इसमें संभावना है उस संभावनाओं को हमने सही ढंग से उभारने में और विश्व में एक भारत की जो शक्ति है, क्षमता है, उस शक्ति और क्षमता को सही ढंग से प्रस्तुत नहीं कर पाए। आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी के नेतृत्व में इस मंत्रालय के माध्यम से लगातार शोध कार्य को आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है, जिसके बारे में चर्चा राज्य मंत्री ने किया है। और आपके सामने जब मीनाक्षी लेखी जी अपने उद्बोधन दे रही थी तो मैं उन बातों को ध्यान से सुन रहा था कि किस तरीके से, चाहे वो चरक संहिता में हो या कई ऐसे संहिता जो हमारे पूर्वजों ने, ऋषियों ने, मनीषियों ने योग के माध्यम से, आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से वैदिक जीवन काल को और मनुष्य किस तरीके से अपने क्षमता को विकसित करे, इसका एक बहुत बड़ा रास्ता अपनाने का हम सबको पाथे दिया है। अब नए सिरे से ये प्रयत्न चल रहा है और आज मुझे खुशी है कि ट्राइबल अफेयर्स जनजाति मंत्रालय 10.5 करोड़ जनजाति और जनजाति क्षेत्रों में काम करता है और उसके पास आज भी संपदा है। जब आप आयुर्वेद की बात करेंगे तो उन्हीं जंगलों से निकाल कर ले आएंगे। उन जंगलों से और जंगलों के बीच में रहने वाले लोगों के साथ मिल कर के हम इस कार्य को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए जो आज MOU कर रहे हैं, इसके लिए आयुष मंत्रालय और हम ट्राइबल अफेयर्स के सभी पदाधिकारियों को भी बहुत बहुत बधाई देते हैं कि उसको आप आगे बढ़ाएं। मैं बहुत ज़्यादा बातें नहीं कहूँगा, लेकिन मैं ये कहूँगा कि आयुर्वेद क्या है। आयुर्वेद और हमारी जो निधि है, जो हमें पूर्वजों ने दिया है, हम कई बार बीमार होने के बाद इलाज की बात करते हैं, पर आयुर्वेद बीमार न हो इसके लिए बात करता है। जीवन को रिदमिक तरीके से कैसे हम आगे लेकर के चल सकते हैं, ये निधि हमारे पूर्वजों ने एक वैज्ञानिक दृष्टि से खोज करके हमें दी है, जिसे हमें और अधिक कुरेदना है, उकेरना है, उभारना है और दुनिया के सामने लेकर के आना है। ये हमारी जो बड़ी शक्ति है, ताकत है, इस कार्य की जिम्मेदारी आज नए सिरे से आयुष मंत्रालय और जनजातीय कार्य मंत्रालय ट्राइबल अफेयर्स के माध्यम से प्रारंभ हो रहा है। इसके लिए मैं अत्यंत प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रहा हूँ और मुझे खुशी है कि हमारे ट्राइफेड के माध्यम से, हमें खुशी है हमारे एकलव्य मॉडल रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल के माध्यम से और ऐसे कई वाटिकाओं के माध्यम से इसे आगे बढ़ाने का कार्य को हम लगातार आगे बढ़ाते रहेंगे। ये जो कार्यक्रम है, ये कार्यक्रम भारत को निरोग बनाने का कार्यक्रम है। कई खोज इस तरीके से होती है जिसमें जब कोई बीमार होता है तो उस पर रिसर्च होना शुरू हो जाता है, पर हमारी ये पद्धति बीमार कोई ना हो इस पर रिसर्च शुरू हो जाता है। तो ये जो तरीके हैं, ये तरीके हमें अपना करके भारत के प्रभुत्व को हम अच्छे तरीके से गुणवत्ता युक्त प्रमाणित करने में सफल हो, ये हम सब की कोशिशें हैं। और जितनी चर्चा इस समय हमारे वक्ताओं ने किया है और जो आयुष मंत्रालय की चेष्टा है, कोशिश है, उससे आने वाले समय में हम सबको लाभ मिलेगा। ये नए सिरे से प्रारंभ होने वाले कार्य में सबका योगदान बढ़े, क्योंकि एक संहिता में जैसे चरक संहिता की चर्चा की, एक भृगु संहिता है जिसमें ये बताता है कि जीवन की आयु कितनी है। तो भारत ने इन सारे चीज़ों पर बहुत खोज की है। इन खोजों को हमें अच्छे ढंग से ध्यान में रखना है। कालांतर में हम जब संस्कृत की बात करते हैं तो संस्कृत में लिखी हुई उन बातों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए जो हमें वैदिक, वेद और प्रकृति के साथ जोड़ता है। इन सारे चीज़ों को जोड़ करके आगे बढ़े तो मैं समझता हूँ कि जो उद्देश्य इस समय माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दुनिया के समक्ष अपनी संभावनाओं को उभारने के लिए हमें दिया है, उन उद्देश्यों को हम पूरा कर सकेंगे। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि इस अवसर पर बहुत सारे रिसर्चर हैं, बहुत सारे बुद्धिजीवी हैं, बहुत सारे प्रबुद्ध जन हैं लगातार, और जिन नए ऐसे विद्यार्थियों को या जो लगातार काम कर रहे हैं इस क्षेत्र में, उन सारे लोगों को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful and well aware that under your able leadership, Ministry of Tribal Affairs is providing more opportunities and employment to tribals and making them empowered and self-reliant through practice of growing medicinal plants and preparing herbal medicines, thus giving the shape of livelihood mission. Thank you, sir. Now, we would like to take this opportunity and request Honorable Minister of Ayush, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbanand Sonowal ji, to offer words of wisdom and guidance.
Namaskar. Respected Sri Arjun Munda ji, Honorable Indian Minister of Tribal Affairs, respected Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji, Honorable Indian Minister of State for External Affairs and Culture, Honorable Dr. Mahendra Bhai Manjupala ji, Indian Minister of State for Ayush and Women and Child Development, respected Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Public Relations, Government of Manipur, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh ji, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotesha ji, respected Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Professor Dr. Tanuja Manus Nasari ji, Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, respected Secretary, Tribal Affairs, Anil Kumar Jha ji, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, dignitaries from the different ministries, embassies, research council, institution, academic institution, hospital, industry, organization, stakeholders, faculties, scholars, staff, and media friends. Today is a great day for all of us, particularly who believe in the traditional system of medicine, which is the original strength of India. आज भगवान धन्वंतरी की इस दिवस पर आप सबको मैं हृदय से शुभकामना देता हूं। भगवान से ही प्रार्थना करता हूं सबके लिए, देशवासियों के लिए, कि सब हमेशा तंदुरुस्त बने रहे, हमेशा खुश रहे। आज जो अवसर हमें मिली है आयुर्वेदा डे सेलिब्रेट करने का, इसके लिए मैं विशेष रूप से हमारे देश के आदर्शवादी नेता प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने आयुष विभाग को बढ़ावा देने के लिए पिछले 8 साल के अंदर जो निष्ठापूर्वक मेहनत की, इसके वजह से आज आयुष ने सिर्फ देश के अंदर नहीं, दुनिया में अपना पहचान बनाने में सफलता प्राप्त की है। इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि हमारी जो परंपरा, बाप दादाओं की जो परंपरा, पुरखों की जो परंपरा, ऋषि मुनियों का जो परंपरा, सनातन धर्म की जो परंपरा, इसे हम समझे और हमारे जो परंपरा को हम सही मायने में हम अपनाए और अपने जीवन पद्धति को उसी हिसाब से हम आगे बढ़ाए, क्योंकि आयुर्वेदा के जरिए अब दुनिया के मानव समाज को अलग अलग बीमारियों से जैसे राहत मिली है, और इस आयुर्वेदा में जो शक्ति बसा हुआ है, आज 21वीं सदी में इस शक्ति को अधिक हमें उजागर करना होगा, अधिक इस पर लोगों का बीच चर्चा का विषय बने, इस पर हमें ध्यान देना होगा। क्योंकि इस बार हमने जो थीम रखी है आयुर्वेदा डे सेलिब्रेशन के लिए, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा, यानी कि हमारे जो जीवन पद्धति है ये इंडियन सिस्टम से बने, हमारे खान पान, हमारे जीवन को आगे बढ़ाने का जो पद्धति है, इनको हम आयुर्वेदा से जोड़े, क्योंकि आयुर्वेदा में वो शक्ति है जो हमें जीवन में बहुत कुछ दे सकते हैं। एक व्यक्ति अगर आयुर्वेदा की नीति के आधारित जीवन जिए तो व्यक्ति निश्चित रूप से निरोगी रह सकता है, आनंदित रह सकता है और वो व्यक्ति खुशी रह सकता है। क्योंकि आज आयुर्वेदा में हमें जो शिक्षा मिली है कि दिस इज द नॉलेज सिस्टम अबाउट healthy and happy life. If it is so, then let us practice Ayurveda. Let us integrate Ayurveda in our lifestyle. And I believe that is how we'll have to build up the people's thought process, making Ayurveda an integral part of their life. मुझे लगता है कि आज हम लोगों ने इस हमारे परंपरागत शक्ति को नई पीढ़ियों के बीच में विशेष रूप से साबित करने के लिए, उनको इस विषय पर जानकारी देने के लिए हमारे देश के अंदर 135 करोड़ जो जनता है, इनके बीच आयुर्वेदा के बारे में चर्चा बने, चर्चा का विषय बने। इसलिए हमने तय किया है हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा का मूल लक्ष्य है कि जन संवाद, जन भागीदारी, जन आंदोलन और जन आरोग्य, यानी कि जनता को इसी का साथ जोड़ने के लिए मुझे लगता है कि जनता को अधिक सारी प्रक्रिया में शामिल होना होगा। आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आयुष सेक्टर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए जो सहयोग की है, इसकी वजह से आज आयुष इंडस्ट्री ने भी दुनिया में अलग से जगह बनाने में सफलता प्राप्त की है। आज मैं तो इतना ही कहूंगा कि हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर मीनाक्षी लेखी जी ने और हमारे चीफ गेस्ट अंजुम मुंडा जी ने जो बात रखी है, और हमारे डॉक्टर मंजूपरा भाई ने जो बात रखी है, इसे आप सबको आज के दिन का महत्व क्या है, इसके बारे में आप लोगों को सबको जानकारी मिली है। तो मैं इतना ही कहूंगा कि हमारे इस देश की हमारे जो रीति रिवाज है इनको हम हमेशा मान्यता दें। अपने देश का जो क्लाइमेट, जो एनवायरनमेंट, जो इकोलॉजी, इनको ध्यान देते हुए अपने जो भी परंपरागत पद्धति से बने हुए हमारे भोजन, इनको विशेष रूप से हम मान्यता दें, क्योंकि प्रकृति प्राणियों के लिए बनी है और प्रकृति हमेशा प्राणियों का ख्याल रखता है। इसलिए प्राणियों को भी प्रकृति को विशेष रूप से ख्याल रखना होगा। We'll have to care nature, then nature will take care of us. मैं आज इस अवसर पर ज्यादा ना बोलती हुई इतना ही कहूंगा कि हमारे आयुष मंत्रालय की सभी अधिकारी, सचिव राजेश कोटेचा जी से लेकर हमारे अन्य जितना भी हमारे अधिकारी है, कर्मचारी है, और देश भर में हमारे रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स है, बड़े साइंटिस्ट है, सब लोगों ने जो मेहनत की है, इसकी वजह से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन से आज सिर्फ 8 साल के अंदर आयुष ने बहुत सफलता प्राप्त की है और आयुष घर घर में चर्चा का विषय बने, बिंदु बने, इस पर हम लोगों को विशेष रूप से ध्यान देना होगा। इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि हम सबका ये दायित्व बनती है कि इसका अधिकतर प्रोपगेशन, पब्लिसिटी और लोगों का बीच डिस्कशन बने, और डिस्कशन जब बनेगा तब लोगों को पता चलेगा आयुष में शक्ति क्या है, आयुर्वेदा में शक्ति क्या है। क्योंकि आयुर्वेदा हो, सिद्धा हो, यूनानी हो, सोहारिकपा हो, योगा हो, नेचुरोपैथी हो या होम्योपैथी हो, ये सारे सिस्टम में जो शक्ति बसा हुआ है, जिस शक्ति का आधारित आज विश्व के मानव समाज को कोविड-19 पेंडेमिक की कालखंड में बहुत राहत मिली है, तो इसकी बात लोगों का विश्वास और भी बढ़ चुका है। और अभी हमें यह भी दायित्व सौंपा गया है बाय WHO ने कि हिंदुस्तान को अगले दिनों में ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम ऑफ मेडिसिन को पोजीशनिंग करने के लिए अपनी ताकत दिखानी होंगे और लीडरशिप को विशेष रूप से लीडरशिप का भूमिका लेना होगा। तो मुझे लगता है इस विषय पर भी हमें विशेष रूप से जागरूक होना होगा। अपने दायित्व को निष्ठा से निभाने के लिए हमको मेहनत करना होगा। मुझे लगता है कि इन चीजों में अगले दिनों में आप सबका सहयोग मिलेगा। और मैं आज इस अवसर पर इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं कि आप लोगों ने जैसे पिछली 12 सितंबर से लेकर आज तक जो आप लोगों ने मेहनत की है, हमारे आह्वान को आप लोगों ने जैसे स्वीकार की है, जैसे आपने इन पर अपने कदम उठाए हैं, इसके वजह से आज ये जो 6 वीक का जो प्रोग्राम रहे, इस प्रोग्राम को आप लोगों ने सफल रूप दिए। करोड़ों लोग हमारी इस प्रक्रिया में जुड़े। भारत सरकार के 22 मंत्रालय के सहयोग से आज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष ने अपने जो कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में आज आगे बढ़ने का काम किया है। तो मुझे लगता है कि अगले दिनों में भी ऐसा ही आप हमेशा इस विषय पर जागरूक बने रहे, क्योंकि हमारा काम आज पूरा नहीं हुआ है, अभी बहुत दूर हमें जाना बाकी है। We have many miles to go because we have to cover 135 crores of the people of the country, because we'll have to make the awareness among them, let them understand what is the power, what is the strength, what is the ability we have in the system of traditional medicine. So Indian system of traditional medicine can not only prevent the diseases and also the preserve and promote the health of human being. So this is a greatest ability of Indian wisdom, greatest ability of Indian knowledge power, and I believe through this system we could render service to the mankind. This is what our forefathers have taught us to do, and now we are to carry it forward under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. तो हम चाहते हैं कि आप ऐसे ही भारत के नाम हमेशा रोशन करते रहे। भारत में जो शक्ति बसा हुआ है, इस शक्ति को दुनिया पहचाने, दुनिया जाने और दुनिया इसके अपने जीवन में शामिल करे। मुझे लगता है कि इतना तक हमें जो लक्ष्य माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने दी रखी है, इस लक्ष्य को पूरा करना होगा। वोकल फॉर लोकल, यानी कि हिंदुस्तान के अंदर हमारे हजारों साल ऋषि मुनियों की तपस्या की कालखंड में जो शक्ति हासिल हुए थे, हमारे प्रकृतियों में, भारत माताओं की गोद में जो शक्ति प्रकृति में बसा है, इस शक्ति को हम अपने निष्ठापूर्वक मेहनत से हम आगे बढ़ाए और इसी शक्ति के द्वारा देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाए। क्योंकि अपने शक्ति को अगर हम नहीं समझ पाए और उसको सही शिक्षा और अनुसंधान के जरिए अगर आधुनिक यानी कि 21वीं सदी में इसको सही दिशा नहीं दिखाए तो हम पीछे रह जाएंगे। मुझे लगता है कि आज ये समय आ गया है, हमारा पास ऐसा नेता है माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के रूप में, जिन्होंने जब से प्रधानमंत्री के दायित्व संभाला तब से निरंतर देश को आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया है, निरंतर उन्होंने मेहनत किया है और सारे देशवासियों को साथ में लिया है। सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास। ऐसे ही हमारे लोकतंत्र की शक्ति आज दुनिया ने देखा है और मोदी जी की नेतृत्व ने आज हर भारतीय को आत्मविश्वास जगाने का काम किया है। तो मुझे लगता है इसी आत्मविश्वास के द्वारा हम अपने परंपरागत पद्धति को आगे बढ़ाए, इसी लक्ष्य के साथ हम भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाएं। मुझे लगता है कि आप सब इस महान प्रक्रिया में आप भी निष्ठापूर्वक जुड़ जाइए, यही मेरा आप लोगों से इसी अवसर पर आह्वान है। आई एम स्पेशली थैंकफुल टू ऑनरेबल अर्जुन मुंडा जी, जिन्होंने आज इस सभा में उपस्थित होकर हमें हौसला दिया, हिम्मत दिया और सबसे बड़े महत्वपूर्ण कदम उन्होंने उठाया। आज दोनों मंत्रालय के बीच में एक समझौता हुआ, ट्राइबल अफेयर्स एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष, और अगले दिनों में देश के अंदर 10 करोड़ ट्राइबल भाइयों बहनों के लिए हमारे दोनों मंत्रालय इस सेक्टर पर विशेष रूप से भूमिका निभाएंगे। तो मुझे लगता है इसके लिए निश्चित रूप से अर्जुन मुंडा जी धन्यवाद के पात्र है, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और हमारे मीनाक्षी लेखी जी जो हमेशा हमें मनोबल देते हैं, साथ देते हैं, सहयोग करते हैं। आपने भी आज इस सभा में उपस्थित होकर अपने उद्बोधनी के जरिए आपने सारे सभासदों को जैसे आपने मनोबल दिया, सबको आपने जैसे विशेष रूप से अपने दिशा दिखाए, तो इसके लिए मैं आपको विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। साथ में हमारे जितना भी हमारे विभाग की सारे सेक्रेटरी राजेश कोटेचा जी, हमारे साथी मंत्री डॉक्टर मंजूपरा महेंद्र भाई और तनुजा जी, पाठक जी, सभी हमारे भारत सरकार की सचिवगण, सभी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट, सबको मैं विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और आप लोगों ने आयुर्वेदा डे को आज बहुत शक्ति दिया है। आप ये बात ध्यान में रखिएगा, समाज को सेवा करने के लिए, देश को सेवा करने के लिए आप अगर प्रतिबद्ध है तो निश्चित रूप से हमारी ये प्राचीन विज्ञान चिकित्सा पद्धति को भी आप अपनाए और इसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आप भी प्रतिबद्ध हो जाइए। इसी उम्मीद का साथ आप सबको फिर से धन्यवाद देते हुए मैं अपने भाषण को विराम देता हूं। भारत माता की जय। धन्यवाद।
Indeed, sir, your deliberation has echoed the essence and aspirations of our visionary Prime Minister, and we assure that under your able guidance and leadership, we will strive to achieve it. Now, I request Professor Mahesh Vyas to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
सरस्वती श्रुति महती महीयताम अत्र समुपस्थिताः सर्वे अतिथयः आयुर्वेदज्ञाश्च। सर्वप्रथम मैं कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेद की सार्थक संकल्पना जिन्होंने प्रदान की, ऐसे माननीय केंद्रीय आयुष मंत्री श्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी के प्रति मैं हृदय की गहराइयों से कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। आज के समारोह के मुख्य अतिथि श्रद्धेय श्री अर्जुन मुंडा जी, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स की उपस्थिति से यह कार्यक्रम गरिमामय रूप में संपन्न हुआ है। मैं अंतःकरण से आपके प्रति कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। विदेश एवं संस्कृति राज्य मंत्री माननीय श्रीमती मीनाक्षी लेखी जी का स्नेहिल एवं ऊर्जस्विल उद्बोधन आयुर्वेद के अमूल्य ज्ञान को संपूर्ण विश्व में पहुंचाएगा। मैं आयुष मंत्रालय की ओर से आपके प्रति हार्दिक आभार प्रकट करता हूं, जिनका संपूर्ण परिवार आयुर्वेदमय है। गुजरात के सुरेंद्रनगर क्षेत्र में जो लोकप्रिय चिकित्सक हैं, जिनका मार्गदर्शन हम सभी को सदैव प्राप्त होता है, ऐसे माननीय आयुष राज्य मंत्री डॉक्टर मुंजपारा महेंद्र भाई जी के प्रति मैं अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान की ओर से हार्दिक कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। संस्थान की ओर से हम सभी आभारी हैं माननीय आयुष सचिव पद्मश्री वैद्य राजेश कोटेचा जी के, जिन्होंने घर घर तक आयुर्वेद को पहुंचाने के लिए आयुर्वेद का वैज्ञानिक स्वरूप विश्व पटल पर स्थापित किया। हम आभारी हैं ऑनरेबल सेक्रेटरी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स श्री अनिल कुमार झा जी के। इस वर्ष न केवल भारत देश में अपितु विश्व के कई देशों में आयुर्वेद दिवस मनाया जा रहा है। बहुत ही व्यापक स्तर पर इसको मनाया जा रहा है। इसका मुख्य श्रेय जाता है माननीय विशेष सचिव श्री प्रमोद कुमार पाठक जी को। प्रत्येक आयुर्वेद अनुरागी आपका आभारी है, जिनके नेतृत्व में अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान आयुर्वेद दिवस के आयोजन हेतु मुख्य भूमिका में कार्य किया तथा मात्र 5 वर्षों में आपके नेतृत्व में संस्थान ने नई ऊंचाइयां प्राप्त की। अतः संस्थान की निदेशिका प्रोफेसर तनुजा नेसरी जी का हम सभी करतल ध्वनि से अभिवादन करते हैं, आभार प्रकट करते हैं। मणिपुर के माननीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जी माननीय रंजन शपन जी यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं, उनके प्रति भी मैं हार्दिक कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूँ। एनसीआईएसएम के चेयरमैन वेद जयंत देव पुजारी जी, चारों बोर्ड के अध्यक्ष, जिनका इस कार्यक्रम के आयोजन में विशेष सहयोग रहा, उनके प्रति हार्दिक आभार। प्रोफेसर मीता कोटेचा जी, प्रो वाइस चांसलर नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद जयपुर हमारे बीच में उपस्थित हैं, उनके प्रति हार्दिक कृतज्ञता। आई एम एक्सट्रीमली थैंकफुल टू मिस्टर किम संकोल फ्रॉम WHO. I then extend my sincere thanks to Your Excellency Mr. Alejandro Simancas Marin, Ambassador of the Republic of Cuba. I am also thankful to Miss Anastasia Boraca and Miss Elena Karol from Embassy of Belarus. Now I extend my sincere thanks to Mr. Josephine Patricia, Embassy of Gabonese Republic. I also extend my deep thanks to Mr. Thimbut, Honorable Counselor in Embassy of Cambodia, and all the UN representatives. डिप्सू के Honorable Vice Chancellor हमारे बीच में हैं, सभी एडवाइजर्स हमारे बीच में हैं, उनके प्रति मैं हृदय से कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। मिनिस्ट्री ने एक माइक्रो साइट लॉन्च की थी और उस माइक्रो साइट पे हमने एक कॉलम दिया था लाइक करने का, जो मात्र 2 दिन पहले दिया था, और केवल 2 दिन की अवधि में मोर देन 60 मिलियन पीपल्स ने उसको लाइक किया है। और इसका श्रेय जाता है मनोज नेसरी जी, एडवाइजर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष, NMPB की पूरी टीम, फार्मा इंडस्ट्री के सभी बंधु जो यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं, उन सबके प्रति हार्दिक कृतज्ञता। आयुष मंत्रालय के सभी पदाधिकारी जी, श्री दीपक पुनिया जी जो हम सबके बीच में यहाँ पर थे, भारत सरकार के 22 मंत्रालय के सभी अधिकारी जो यहाँ पर उपस्थित रहे, ऑल द डायरेक्टर्स ऑफ नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट, ऑल द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स फ्रॉम NGOs, सभी कॉलेजों के छात्र एवं फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, सभी MOU पार्टनर्स, सभी काउंसिल्स और नेशनल कमीशंस के पदाधिकारी जी, और ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद के सभी स्टूडेंट, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, जॉइंट डायरेक्टर वैद्य उमेश तागड़े जी, प्रोफेसर आनंद मोरे जी, डीन, पूरी टीम, और दिल्ली स्टेट के डायरेक्टर श्रीमान मनचंदा जी हमारे बीच में हैं और उनकी पूरी टीम हमारे बीच में है, उनके प्रति मैं हृदय से कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया, प्रिंट मीडिया के सभी बंधु और इस सभागृह में उपस्थित प्रत्येक व्यक्ति जिनकी उपस्थिति के कारण यह कार्यक्रम आज सफलतापूर्वक संपन्न हुआ, उन सब के प्रति हृदय से कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय धन्वंतरी, जय आयुर्वेद, शुभ दीपावली।
थैंक यू सर। कार्यक्रम का समापन राष्ट्रगान से करेंगे। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट एवरीवन टू काइंडली राइज फॉर द नेशनल एंथम। भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. With the permission of President, may I request the program to be over. All are requested to kindly assemble outside for high tea. Thank you, everyone.
All are requested to please join high tea. सभी सादर आमंत्रित हैं हाई टी के लिए.